materialistic person, thinking himself very advanced in intelligence, continually acts for economic development. But again and again, as enunciated in the Vedas, he is frustrated by material activities, either in this life or in the next. Indeed, the results one obtains are inevitably the opposite of those one desires. No one has ever achieved the results he desired from material activities. On the contrary, everyone has been frustrated again and again. Therefore, one must not waste his time in such material activities for sensual pleasure, either in this life or in the next. So many nationalists, economists, and other ambitious persons have tried for happiness, individually or collectively, but history proves that they have all been frustrated. In recent history, we have seen many political leaders work hard for individual and collective economic development, but they have all failed. This is the law of nature as clearly explained in the next part. A materialistic person thinking himself very advanced in intelligence continually acts for economic development. But again and again, as enunciated in the Vedas, he is frustrated by material activities, either in this life or in the next. Indeed, the results one obtains are inevitably the opposite of those one desires. It's very important verse. Srila says, materialistic person. What do you mean by that, a materialistic person?
No devotee.
No devotee. Yes. Yes. The person pursuing to get happiness in this material world by doing such works as economic development. You understand? Is a materialistic person. You understand? Who doesn't know anything about God's law. You understand? Is known as materialistic person. He thinks this material nature is everything. If I can rule over, a lot over this material nature and enjoy her, then he will be proved a very intelligent person. You understand? He thinks himself very intelligent, though he is not so. He is really a full number one, isn't it? As Krishna chastised Arjuna first. You understand? In the beginning of second chapter. No. What is that verse? Do you know that? Asutyam nanusutya pragyam vadam cha bhashase gatasun nanusutanti pandita. You think himself to be very pandit, a learned man, you Arjuna. That is the nature of materialistic person. You understand? Thinks himself very great, very learned, very intelligent. You understand? That Krishna says. Asatyam nanusutanti pragyam vadam cha bhashase. Pragyavad, very learned, very intelligent. But those who are really pandits, really learned, nanusutanti pandita. Gatasana, nanusutanti pandita. Those are really learned, they never lament for these things. You are lamenting that my kith and kin will die, isn't it? But real learned persons never lament for this. They never think of this. You understand? But you are lamenting and you are exposing yourself very learned, very intelligent. You are number one fool. Huh? Such foolish persons in this material world, you understand? They think themselves to be very learned, very intelligent, making economic development. Do you understand? So, as my Guru Maharaj has said, that Vedas said this thing. You understand? Everyone has been frustrated again and again. Vedas approved that thing. You understand? Yes. But again and again, as enunciated in Vedas, he is frustrated by material activities, either in this life or in the next. This will never do. This will never give you any good result. You understand? But we will find so many Vedic scholars are there. You understand? They also say that they are very great Vedic scholars. You understand? In Chaitanya Leela you will find one case of Kashmir. Isn't it? Do you know the story? Case of Kashmir? Digvijay Pandit, a great Pandit, was boasting very much for his study, shastric knowledge. You understand? And he was challenging all Vedic scholars in the world also. You understand? And was defeating them by his shastric knowledge. You understand? All were afraid of him. All the learned Pandits were all afraid of him. You understand? That is such a very great Pandit. So if he goes to some area, then the Pandits there are very afraid, very much afraid. So once he came to Nadia, you understand, there were many Pandits, learned scholars in Nadia at that time. Nadia was famous for it. So all the great Pandits also were very apprehensive that such a great Pandit had come, so he would defeat us, which will be a very, it is a great insult to us. So what to do? They thought of, all right, let us do one thing. We will send that Pandit first to Nimai Pandit. You understand? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was known as Nimai Pandit in the beginning. He was a Pandit. You understand? So, and he was a young man. Let him first face him. If he would defeat Nimai Pandit, then we would get another chance. We will say, all right, oh, he is a mere boy. We are great scholars are here, please come and see. Then another chance would be there. And also if you would be defeated by Nimai Pandit, then that is also our glory. You see, a boy defeated you, what to speak of us? We are so great scholars here. You are defeated by a mere boy. You understand? So in this thinking they sent to Nimai Pandit. So Nimai Pandit, he is God himself, Supreme Lord. He is supreme in all respect. So nobody can defeat him in any way. You understand? All the knowledge is the source of all the knowledge. Vedas come from him, the Supreme Lord. So Nimai Pandit was sitting by that time on the bank of the Ganges, assembled there. So his students were assembled there. So surrounded by students. He was sitting there. So at that time, that Keshav Kashmir Pandit went there. Then he paid respect, well, Dandavat, Pandit Mahasaya. All right, please take your seat. You are such a great Pandit. All right, so we want to hear something from you. Please say something. Utter some verses glorifying Mother Ganges. So he thought himself to be very proud of the yes, my Pandit is praising me. You understand? And he is naturally very puffed up. You understand? And he had got the boon from Saraswati Devi. You understand? Saraswati, Goddess Saraswati. Do you know her?
Goddess of learning.
Huh?
Goddess of learning.
Goddess of learning.
Learning.
Yes, Saraswati in this material world. Do you understand? The people, those who are especially the students, they worship Goddess Saraswati. To get boon from her, that they would be very, very proficient in their education, material education. And that Goddess Saraswati gives material education, not spiritual. So she is known as Jada Saraswati. Jada Saraswati. That means she gives material education. If she would give some, she would be pleased or she would give some boon, then that person would be very proficient in material education, material knowledge, Jod Vidya. You understand? This is no knowledge at all. Jod Vidya joto mayaro boibhavo tomaro bhajone badha. Moho jano maya onitya sansare jivaku korai gadha. Bhakti Vinod Thakur has sung like that. Do you know that song? Do you get that song? No?
I'm not sure.
No, that song previous day I sang.
No, I think the chair for which busy.
No, what can you ask me? Our country knows, help you. You understand? So this is famous song, Bhakti Vinodas. Jada Vidya Jato Mayaro Vaibhava Tomaro Bhajone Bada Moho Jano Maya Nitya Sansare Jivaku Korai Gadha. Bhakti Vinod Thakur said this Jada Vidya, this material education, material knowledge, is Maya Vaibhava. It's Maya knowledge. Do you understand? It's Maya's opulence. Do you understand? Maya Vaibhava Tomaro Bhajone Bada. Oh Lord, if someone gets this education, Jod Vidya, so he cannot do your bhajan. This will obstruct, this education will make him very puffed up. So that person, he cannot do your bhajan. Tomaro bhajane badha. Moho janamaya anitya sansare jivaku korai gadha. This education, this Jod Vidya, material education or material knowledge, deludes a person. You understand? It gives rise to delusion, moho. And thereby the person is very much attached to this material world, anitya, which is temporary and dukhalayam and full of miseries. That person is too much attached to this material world. Mohajanamaya anitya sansar jivaku korai gadha. A man becomes an ass. You understand? He becomes an ass if he gets this education. That's true. Ass is an animal who has very, very low consciousness. He knows nothing except two things. You understand? What are those two things?
And feeling is belly.
Yes.
And
Yes.
sick enjoyment.
Yes.
Ash.
Yes. Feeling his belly, that means he works very hard for his master, you understand, for a bundle of grass. You understand? Only to get a bundle of grass to fill his belly and to run after the Siyas. Do you understand? To have some sexual enjoyment. And the Siyas was kicking him. Get out, get out, get out. By back legs. Still is running. Do you understand? Gardhavi padotarito. Bhagavatam says, Gardhavi padotarito. The Gardhavi Siyas is kicking him. And that male ass is running after Siyas. She is kicking. Hind legs. Still running. Do you understand? Do you understand? Such is this material education, result of this material education. Do you understand? Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, Jiva ko korai gadha. The man becomes an ass. Yes, that's a fact. They are devoid of real education. The spiritual education. Do you understand? That's real education. And if some person gets this education, becomes very puffed up, very proud, thinks himself very great, very intelligent, very learned, very wise. That's a fact. That's what Maharaja said. You understand? But in Bhagavad Gita, in all Vedic scriptures, it is said, the person who gets the real knowledge, real education, this spiritual education for avidya, he becomes very humble. You understand? He becomes very humble. Vidyam dadati vinayam. This is stated in the Shastra. Vidyam dadati vinayam. Vinaya means humility, humbleness. If someone gets that education, that is Vedic education or spiritual education, he becomes very humble. He is never puffed up. You understand? But that case of Kashmir was very puffed up. Very puffed up, you see, because he has never acquired any spiritual education. Then Nimai Pandit, who is Lord, he knows it. He wants to give him a very good defeat. You understand? And destroy his pride. So, that case of Kashmir, that Pandit uttered many verses glorifying Mother Ganges. You understand? Spontaneously, you understand? Extempore. All were very much astonished. Oh, such a great Pandit. Just opening his mouth, he was speaking, reciting so many verses. You understand? That is the boon of that Mother Goddess of speech. Then Saraswati. You understand? But Nimai Pandit, the Lord himself, he knows. So, as soon as he finishes his utterance, then Nimai Pandit says, you Pandit Mahasaya, he quoted a verse out of that and just pointed out so many defects in that. He pointed out both, some good points and bad ones, some good qualities and bad qualities, some defects and also some good qualities, alankar, we say. He pointed out. One by one he told, this is your defect, this defect, this defect, this defect. So many. So he became very much ashamed, at the same time astonished. Nobody had pointed out defects up till now. He had defeated all the great scholars, Pandits, but now he is defeated by Nimai Pandit. So he became Moorish. Vincent, very soft and Moorish. Sorry. Nimai Pandit or Chaitanya Mahaprabhu could know it, then he said, oh, Pandit, don't be Moorish. जैसे विद्यार फल जानियो निश्चय कृष्ण पाद पद्मे यदि चितवित रहे teaches the Pandit. Says a Vidyar phalo jano nischay Krishna padapadme jodi chito vitara. Do you understand this? No. That is the result of real education. Huh? What is the result? Now, if your mind will be fixed at the lotus feet of Krishna. Huh? Then says a Vidyar phalo jano nischay Krishna padapadme jodi chito vitara. The one who has fixed his mind at the lotus feet of Krishna, he is really Vidwan, he is really learned. He is not so puffed up as you are. You understand? Yes, that's a very good description is given in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. You understand? So that Pandit became very morose, very sorry. Then my Pandit, all right, now it is night. You go back to your residence, take rest. Next morning we will again meet. You understand? So that night the Pandit could not sleep. Oh, such great insult. For the first time I had been defeated. He had been defeated. So Mother Saraswati came at night in the dream, you understand, and told him, "Oh Pandit, don't be aggrieved. The person from whom you got defeat is my husband. You understand? Is my husband. So, it is a blessing on your part. Next morning, early in the morning, you go to him and surrender at his lotus feet. Get his blessing. This is my boon to you. You understand? So he did like that. You understand? This is a story in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. This Jod Vidya, this material education, how makes a person to puffed up. You understand? One should not acquire such education. Real education, para-vidya, or spiritual education must be acquired. You understand? Vidyam tadati vinay. Vidya vinaya sampanne brahmane gaviyastini sunichaiva sopaketa pandita samadarshina. That Gita also says. One who is real pandit, one who has really acquired this para-vidya, you understand, spiritual knowledge, education, is by nature very humble, vinaya sampanna. Is never puffed up. And he sees an elephant, he sees a dog, he sees a Brahman, he sees a Chandal, dog eater, Gobi, a cow. But he sees them equally. That means he never sees their outward body, he sees how Paramatma is inside, all living entity. You understand? That is the real, that is the result of this para-vidya. You understand? Spiritual education. You understand? And by nature he is very submissive. He is never puffed up. This is all said. Therefore, here Srila Maharaj says, as enunciated in Vedas, it is enunciated in Vedas, about spiritual education and material education. The one who has got this material education, that means a materialistic person is very frustrated by material activities, either in this life or in the next. Now, so-called Vedic scholars, I was telling that thing, so-called Vedic scholars, like case of Kashmir, they say they beat their own drums, you understand? That we are great Pandits, Vedic scholars, Pandits. We are researching. We are performing research work in Vedas. You understand? Ved Goveshana. You understand? Ved Goveshana. The Arya Samaj, you have to know that Arya Samaj. Dayananda Saraswati's followers, they are known as Arya Samaj. They are beating their drums. Oh, we are Vedic scholars. We are performing this Vedic research work. You come and learn from us. They say, but they don't know Krishna. You understand? They say, oh, where is it? Show me. This is Veda book. Show me where Krishna is written. Is there Krishna in the Veda? No. No Krishna in Veda. They open the pages of Veda and show me where is Krishna here. You see. So they boast themselves. They are very proud, they are Vedic scholars, but they don't know Krishna. You see. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Sarvaicha Vedai Ahangeva Vedya. Veda comes from Krishna. Veda comes from the breathing of Krishna, Nishositavan. You understand? From breathing of Krishna, Vedas come. And Krishna in Bhagavad Gita says, Sarvaicha Vedai Ahangeva Vedya. In all the Vedas, I am to be known. That means, in all the Vedas, Krishna is to be known. That means, it is about Krishna. But so-called Vedic scholars say, where is Krishna? Show me, where is Krishna? Just opening the pages of, turning over the pages of Veda, they say so. Do you understand? They don't know Krishna, you see. They cannot find Krishna. How? Is he there in Vedas? And they boast themselves. And they also beat their own drums that we are great scholars, Vedic scholars. You see. What is the benefit? So, as this Prahlad Maharaj says that enunciated in Vedas, is frustrated by material activities either in this life or the next. Really, these persons will be frustrated because they don't get Krishna in Vedas, though they are Vedic scholars. In Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, it is also stated here in 7th canto, also in 11th canto, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam says the same thing. If someone declares himself or thinks himself to be a very learned Vedic scholar, but he cannot get Krishna. You understand? All this endeavor is useless. Vrudhashramam. You understand? And he gets misery. He becomes a miserable person. He suffers from so many miseries. You understand? That's what Bhagavatam says. Gang dugdha dohang asantincha bharjang deham paradhinam asat pradancha beetam totirthikruta mangala vachang hinang maya rakshati dukkha dukhi. You understand? This was 11th canto, 11th chapter, text 19 says this thing. You know this verse. Gang dugdha doham asantincha bharjang deham paradhinam asat pradancha beetam totirthikruta mangala vachang hinang maya rakshati dukkha dukhi. Verse says, you have a cow, but she never gives milk. Do you understand? And you have a wife, but she is unchaste. Not chaste wife, unchaste wife. Do you understand, Prahlad? You have a wife. Those were grostas here. The wife should be chaste one. If someone has unchaste wife, so his life will be very, very miserable. You understand? He said that thing. Unchaste wife. And this body is not independent. This is dependent body, this material body. Isn't it? And you have a son. The son is not obedient, a disobedient son. You understand? Very proud, very puffed up. Never disciplined. such a son, if someone has. Huh? And you have some wealth, and you have given to such a person who is not worthy of getting it, unworthy person. Do you understand? All these things will give you a great deal of misery. You understand? These are the cause of misery. Huh? Similarly, the Vedic Pandit who does this Vedic study or Vedic research, giving up Krishna, without Krishna, you understand? Is also gets misery. Is a miserable person. Do you understand? He becomes very, very miserable. Bada dukhi, he says. Do you understand? This is the verse says. If you can get Krishna from Vedic study, then that study, that Veda, will give you all pleasure instead of misery. And the so-called Vedvadis, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna has also said about them, Puspitam Vacha, Vedvadis, in the second chapter, Bhagavad Gita. Prabhadanti Manishina, yes, is referring to that Vedvadi. So Vedvadi man ko ilakya kariki. Do you understand? That Krishna has already said. Krishna knows them very well. You understand? The Puspitam Bhata, Krishna says, flowery language, very nice language. They will speak on. Do you understand? And prove themselves and boast themselves, or with their own drums were so great Vedic scholars. And that gentleman, I'm not going to talk about Kamini Babu, that gentleman, he was telling me that day, he met one, Hariharananda Giri, great yogi. Also, he thinks himself to be a Vedic learned scholar. He says, when the dog barks, he says Krishna. When cuckoo coos, he says Krishna. Everything he says. So that means all say Krishna. The dog barks says Krishna. And cuckoo coos, he says Krishna. How is it? And where it is? Is it in Vedas? You see? Great person, learned, scholar, great yogi. He teaches Kriya Yoga. And he also travels throughout the world. He goes to the Western world also. He had some students also, followers. And you'll find his ashram there in Puri, is known Kadar ashram. Do you understand? Such persons are there. So, the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam Prahlāda Maharaj says about them. You understand? Anumanta. You understand? I am the sanctioning authority. I am the Upadrashta, I am overseer. Anumanta, Upadrashta, Bharta, I am the maintainer, I am Bhokta, I am the enjoyer. And Sarvaloka Maheshwara. I am the Lord of the all planetary, both spiritual and material planets. You understand? It says. He is this ultimate sanctioning authority. Daivang evatra pancham. And elsewhere in Gita it is also stated. You may be a very expert worker. No hurry. You have nice instruments to work. Isn't it? That is the verse there in 18th chapter. Adhishtanam tatha korta. Karanam cha pruthak vidha. Pruthak vidha. Vidhani pruthak chasta daivam eva atra panchama. That verse is there. you know that verse? Gopikanta, Pandit. Gopikanta is a Pandit. Don't you know this verse in 18th chapter, Bhagavad Gita? You see Bhagavad Gita. He has Gita there. Yes. Yes. 5 factors are there, he says. Huh? 5 factors are there. But last one is Daiva, Krishna. You understand? You are expert worker. Huh? You understand? Very expert. Huh? Karta. Then your instruments are very nice instruments, very good instruments you have. Your field of activity is also very good. You understand? Huh? And you have planned many projects. You understand? This is 4th. Then 5th one is Daiva. You have all these good things. But unless Daiva, Supreme Lord, never sanctions, what will happen? It will all futile. Isn't it? Instead of all these things, an expert worker, nice instruments, very good field of activity, you understand? Very nice projects you have planned very nicely, that all fails. Unless Daiva of the Supreme Lord sanctions it, what will you do? Daivang eva prapancham. You understand? But so-called economists and so-called nationalists, leaving Krishna, they are doing all these things, thinking themselves very wise, very intelligent, very great. But they are frustrated again and again. Isn't it? They don't know that ultimate authority is Krishna. Huh? Yes, because they prove themselves to be very great persons, expert persons, great leaders. So, give us vote, stand and follow us. So many instances there, in past history, in present history also. So, and they think themselves to be very, very intelligent, very wise, very learned. Really they are intelligent, wise and learned. They are full number 1. So, if you are making good plans of projects, make good plans and projects for Krishna, for spreading Krishna consciousness. That will be better. Krishna will sanction, you will come out successful. Yeah? Krishna will give you success. That is the last verse of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Jatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Jatra Partha Dhanurdhara, Tatra Sri Vijaya Bhuti Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama. Do you know that verse?
Yes.
Come, say in English.
This is Sanjaya said.
Sanjaya said to Dhritarashtra. Yes.
Where is Krishna and Arjuna? Everything there well.
Yes. Yes.
Well.
Jatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Jatra Partha Dhanurdhara, Tatra Sri Vijaya Bhuti Dhruva Niti Matir Mama. This is my opinion. Sanjaya said. Where there is Krishna and his dear devotee Arjuna, a great archer. Dhanurdhara Krishna. You understand? That is everything. Because Krishna is everything. Jatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Jatra Sri. Sri means the beauty, or Sri also the goddess of fortune, Lakshmi Devi. She is there. You understand? All wealth will go there, not to your side. You understand? Lakshmi Devi now leaves your son, Duryodhana. You understand? Now goes to Arjuna, to Pandava's side. You understand? Tatra Sri Vijaya. Then they will come out successful, not your sons. Tatra Sri Vijaya. Tatra Sri Vijaya. Bhuti. Bhuti means all opulence is there. You You understand? Sri Vijaya Bhuti Dhruvaniti, all good qualities, morality, everything is there. Not on the other side. Everything is there, where there is Krishna. Is there. So, so-called Vedic scholars, avoiding Krishna, their Vedic study is bereft of Krishna. So get misery, dukkham. They are boasting themselves, beating their own drum, but very miserable life they are living. What is the benefit of this Vedic study? No benefit. Because Sarvecha Vedi Yangeva Vedya. Krishna says, in all Vedas I am to be known. But they don't know Krishna. They say, where is Krishna in Veda? No. Show me. Where is Krishna in Veda? They can't get Krishna. But they are studying Veda. You see. They cannot find Krishna.
It's possible that a bhakta who is in a guidance, one of his masters, and engaged himself in devotion can become popular for Vedic learn Shastra.
No. He'll never be popular. He is very humble. Tunadapi sunichena. Mahaprabhu Sikha. And Tunadapi sunichena. He thinks himself more insignificant than a straw lying on the road. Street, do you understand? Then he's never popular. As Kaviraj Goswami, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, compiler of Chaitanya Charitamrita, said he is such a great Pandit, scholar, great devotee, Mahabharata, more than Maharaja, Paramahansa. You understand? But he says, Purishara Kito hoite amise lobhisto, Jogai Madai hoite amise papisto. More nam jailo tar hoy punyo. He says, do you know this? Yes? What? Say?
That don't utter my name.
Yes. If you utter my name,
All your pious activities will be
finished. Destroyed. All your pious, result of your all pious activities will be destroyed. Again, Purishara Kito hoite amise lobhisto.
I'm like a worm and stone.
I am
Low.
more, I am lower than a worm in this stool. Not a worm in this, I am lower than that. Purishara Kito hoite amise lobhisto. Jogai Madhai hoite amise papisto. I am a more sinful person than Jogai and Madhai. He says like that. You understand? Purishara Kito hoite amise lobhisto. Jogai Madhai hoite amise papisto. More naam jai loy tar hoy punyo. Someone utters my name, all the results of his pious activity will be finished, destroyed.
मोर नाम जय सुने तार पाप होय
More naam jai sune tar
पाप होय
paap hoy. If someone hears my name, he will commit sin. You see how he says? It's so humble. You understand? Never popped up. No pride at all. But so-called Vedic scholars, like Kesav Kasmi, they are so popped up. Proud.
Krishna Guru sometimes, in many instances, the devotee of this kind of become bloody because what they cause of pride, some pride. Also, they are in devotion, engaged in devotion, but some pride is good, some pride, some pride. What they cause of pride?
Cause of, I was telling yesterday evening, about Bhagavan Maharaj, how he became so proud and what is the result, he fell down. If someone develops pride in that, I know very much. I am a great bhakta. I am a great Vaishnava. Do you understand? Soon he'll fall down. I am a great guru. I have so many followers. I have very great zone. I am controlling. I am monarch. Like that. they'll soon fall down. You understand? Krishna will never tolerate this thing. Mahaprabhu will never tolerate this thing. You understand?
If they are with Krishna always, because they are somehow they in devotional service. Krishna
By performing devotional service, they take pride. You understand me? That will cause their downfall. Rather they may say, oh, I am so wicked person, such a sinful person, such an ignorant fool. You understand? I cannot do any service, any devotional service. I cannot do. I am not at all a Vaishnava also. You understand? Bhaktivinoda Thakur has written a song,
আমি তো বৈষ্ণব এই বুদ্ধি হইলে
হইব নিরয়গামী। আমি যে বৈষ্ণব এই বুদ্ধি হইলে হইব নিরয়গামী। Bhaktivinoda Thakur writes, I am a Vaishnava. If this sort of thought will arise in me, or this sort of intelligence will arise in me, I will go to hell. Then I will go to hell. Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So you take the example of that Kaviraj Goswami, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. Such a great person, Mahatma. What he says. Then where is the question of pride? If someone by performing devotional service and becomes proud, you understand? Soon he will fall down. Definitely. And the history has proved so. Past history and recent history also. You understand? No, don't be proud. Rather lament that I cannot serve Krishna, I cannot serve my Guru, I cannot serve the Vaishnavas. I am such a sinful person, such a unqualified person. I cannot do anything. You understand? This is required. Don't be bothered. Worry. Understand, Prahlad? That will cause the downfall, definitely.
What should one do? Should one do to become that, realize that things that really I'm not qualified?
Yes.
Some may say artificial way. How to?
That won't do, artificial way won't do. Really. Truly. Factually one should say like that. Not artificial. That Krishna knows. Why he is saying artificial? And thereby he wants to be praised by others. No, Maharaj, you are such a great person. Yes?
If a person who is in other people's eyes is a Vaishnava, if he says, I'm lower than
Yes.
this,
Yes.
but
Other people may think like that, but he himself should not think like that or say like that. Let others say, what is that?
somebody told me in Vrindavan, in one seminar, the devotees were asked to say what they thought about themselves, how realized they were. And some devotees say, oh, I'm the most fallen.
Yes.
But Krishna wouldn't accept that. But that is not, that is sentimental. It should be honest to say what really is.
Really, I am a follower. Yes, I am saying really, truthfully, not sentimentally. Yes, I am saying. Actual fact, I am a follower.
Like Krishna knows.
Yes. You understand? I am saying what I am, yes. As Prahlad asked, Maharaj, are you Uttamadika? No, no. Not, more than a Kanishta, lower than a Kanishta. Adhikari, I am not at all Uttama. Don't tell me as Uttama. Say me as Uttama. I am lower than a Kanishta Adhikari. I am not yet attained the stage of Kanishta Adhikari also, but to speak of Uttama.
So it's very, unless one realizes himself, it's not a question to understand the qualities of Vaishnavas. It seems like to feel really all these qualities fallen, most fallen, this is the mercy required.
Huh?
Mercy, it's a special mercy to realize that.
Mercy?
Yes.
Yes. That is that, I would say.
How can one realize these things really, that I'm fallen, no qualification?
Yes. That's
Because it's material world, everybody is a little bit proud.
everybody is proud, a materialistic person naturally proud. We are not materialistic persons. We believe in the Lord. We are spiritualists. But I cannot make any tangible advancement in this path. I am trying, but I am so foolish, I cannot do. So unqualified person, I cannot make any advance. You understand? I am not a materialist. Yes?
In the next devotion, Srila Prabhupada explains 6 stages of surrender.
Huh?
And the last one being remain meek and humble.
Huh?
So if someone becomes qualified in their devotional service, that they're doing so much service,
Huh?
how to remain meek and humble and not become overwhelmed by pride?
Huh?
How to stay humble?
Why not humble?
No, how to stay humble. Someone who is performing devotional service.
Yes.
How to stay humble.
Attitude must be humble. That's the question of attitude. You understand? So he is doing a lot. But by attitude, by nature, he is humble. You understand? Yes. That is Vaishnava quality. Which really Vaishnava is very humble. You understand? A Vaishnava can do wonderful activities. Because he is intimate to Krishna. Krishna does only wonderful activities. And it your devotee can do. You understand? But devotee never thinks that I am doing anything. Devotee never thinks that. You understand? As Bhaktivinoda Thakur writes, ভলমন্দ নাই জানি সেবা মাত্র করি তোমার সংসারে আমি বিষয় প্রহরী. Do you know that song? You should know what sort of musician, singer you are.
Sing no sense.
ভলমন্দ নাই জানি সেবা মাত্র করি তোমার সংসারে আমি বিষয় প্রহরী. Oh Lord, I don't know whether I am doing good or bad. I don't know. Oh Lord, I don't know whether I am doing good or bad. I only just serving. Seva matra kori. Serving under, as my spiritual master has said. I am just doing that. I don't know whether it is good or whether it is bad. I am just serving. In your world, Kumar Sansare Ami Visapur, I am a watchman only. Dorwan. I am just watching your property, what you have given. Do you understand, Prabhu? That Bhaktivinoda Thakur has written so. Then it's so humble. This is a symptom of humbleness, humility. Do you understand that?
How to acquire these qualities?
You become a pure pakka devotee, it will automatically acquire. One need not endure for it. Automatically it will come. Just become an 100% obedient to your Guru. Follow his instructions and engage yourself every moment in his service. Then automatically all these qualities will develop. Jasya asti bhaktir bhagavati ankintana. That verse is there. Sarvai gunis tatra samasati sura. Harava bhaktasya kutamat guna manoratena asti dhavata bhayi. This verse is there. Automatically. Sarva mahaguna guna vaishnava sarire Krishna bhakte Krishna guna sakali sansar. Chaitanya Tantra. All good qualities in Krishna will be automatically, will manifest in the body of such a devotee, Vaishnava. You understand? Krishna is always fresh and young, isn't it? Nityam navajauvanumcha. Krishna never grows old. He is always fresh, young man. And he is devotee, though he is old, he looks young. You have not seen my Guru Maharaja. Have you seen? You have not seen my Guru. Such an old man, above 80 like that, looks so young, vigorous. When you are speaking Krishna Katha, like bullet. You are speaking like bullet, such a great hero. You see? But an old man. How is it? This proves. Like a young man, youth, fresh young man. You see? I have seen. You have not seen, but I have seen.
You see, now you.
I am an old man, 60 years old body. Understand?
That looks good.
Not looks good. Bhakti Vinod Thakur was saying, you are so old, very, very old. His eyelids are like that. So people are just opening her eyelids like that. You understand? Then he could see. Such old, that means a fag end of his life. You are saying, oh, I am thinking, I'll ride on a horse and travel throughout the world and preach. See? You see? How is it? You understand? Wonderful. That's wonderful. You see? Swami Das Parjo. You understand things? Very intelligent.